What's up, everybody? I did a bunch of stuff to the low gold pickup truck and I kind of wanted to show you. I didn't really videotape a lot of it, mainly because it was kind of in between things and not planned, other than, you know, right behind me, the hood. So we'll start with that. I got an HD hood. It was a local guy that had it, and I'm like kind of on the fence with it. I didn't know if I wanted to actually spend money on this thing, but I think it turned out so good that I can't complain. And we're back. So I also did something that's way more fun than just looks. I put a exhaust cutout slash dump on it, electronic, so controlled by a key fob. The reason why I did this is because this is my daily. I drive it every day to work, and I'm like, man, do I put an exhaust on it? I look like a fool driving around, waking up my neighbors and all that stuff, like, you know, my old Escalade, or do I put an electronic dump on it? So that's what I did. I'll maybe throw you underneath here and see if you can see it quick. Crawl my sorry ass underneath here. Right there. I tucked it up underneath the frame. Hopefully it'll keep it away from road grime and whatnots. The quality of it seems really nice. Bosch connectors on it and all that fancy dancy stuff. I'm hoping it lasts. Now, the only thing that I don't trust about these is that A, they usually fail because they're noisy, and B, they don't last, they rot out. Now, I'm not driving this thing in the winter. It's my summer daily, so I don't think that'll be a problem. Let's go to some shots of it with and without the cutout open or closed. Alright, that was my boss just drove by. See if you guys like it. I think it sounds good. It doesn't sound sloppy. I'm happy with it. So now what I really want to do is kind of test two things. I put a bread box on this, which was the last video, and now I have a cutout. So I'm curious to see, A, did it make any more power from the stock intake to the aftermarket SS yada yada stock intake, and maybe if I opened a cutout, maybe it'll make more power. I'll tell you what, when I'm driving it, it's really trippy because I feel like the thing just rips with the cutout open, and you close it and it's quiet, and I'm like, man, it's slow. I mean, it is slow, but it feels like it's 10 times faster with the cutout. So I'm curious to see if it actually is faster with the cutout open or not, or if it's just kind of a deception thing. The other thing is, I don't know if you can hear this. Cut it open, closed. It is dead quiet in the cabin of this thing, and I love that. That's one of my favorite things about this modification. It's like having the best of both worlds. Okay, so let's go to the Dragy run, because I'm excited to see if my bread box and my cutout made any more power. I'm hoping I'd be happy with maybe 2 miles an hour more. We'll see. Super drag time. Alrighty, so we're in the middle of nowhere. Time to do a little run. This is bread box with the dump closed. Here we go. Torque it up a little bit. Shabby. All right, guys, take two, exact same spot. Only difference is I have the dumps open. Sweet. Woo woo. I think that might have been a little bit faster. But I said that last time and, well, it wasn't. I did my 3 runs, middle of nowhere, not doing it in a dumb place. So keep that in mind. The first run was with the bread box and the exhaust dump closed. That run was 16.11 at 88.73 mile an hour. So that's faster than it was before. So I believe it was like 16.3 or something. So it did definitely go faster, picked up some mile an hour as well. My second run wasn't as good. Now I did notice that my trans was slightly too hot. I don't have a temp gauge on it or anything, but it just didn't seem right. I wasn't able to torque it up as nice either. So I ended up spinning around, going to the exact same spot in the exact same place. I did a 16.10 at 89.07 mile an hour. So that's not bad. I might even be able to get this truck into the 15s. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying this kind of like, this is like my daily mods, if you want to call it. Keep in mind, this truck is not a light truck. Like, it's probably 5,000 pounds and it's just a little 5.3, but I'm having fun with it and it sounds cool and all that stuff. So I hope you guys are liking it too. Maybe someday soonish she'll go fast, but you know, I'm having fun and I'm making progress and kind of testing the internet a little bit, because I know like a lot of guys are saying, hey, bread boxes make this, but what does it do in the real world? So a bread box is really only, it's not worth much. Like, what did I go from a 16.3 to a 16.1? So I mean, I guess that's a fair amount, but now this is street test too, so it's not exact. It would be a little bit better if I was at the drag strip and maybe torqued it up to exactly the same, like putting exactly the same load on the torque converter before I launched. And the one time I spun a little bit too, and you know, there's a lot of variables, but street test wise, like, it's definitely faster and I'm quite happy with it. So if you guys can just do all that good stuff, you know what I'm trying to say, like, subscribe, hit the bell, get your notifications going. I'm really trying to build this YouTube channel. If I'm having fun, I hope you guys are having fun. I'll see you guys in the next one.